Hello bellezas, welcome back to my channel, or if you are new here, just welcome. Hi, my name is Brenda. I do mostly paranormal videos here on my channel, so if that is something that you are interested in, please consider subscribing down below. Also, don't forget to turn on your post notifications so you do not miss when I post another video like this one. Now, before I do get into today's video, I just wanted to chat with you guys a little bit, so if that is something that you're not interested in listening to, you can go ahead and skip forward to the timestamp that I put somewhere on this video. But hi everybody, I just wanted to catch up with you guys a little bit because it's been 2 weeks since I've posted and a lot has been going on. It's the new year, so happy new year once again to all of you guys. As you guys know, I didn't post for 2 weeks because I didn't have a charger for my laptop, so I basically didn't have anything to edit my videos on. And as you guys can tell, I switched up a little bit. I have a microphone now, thanks to my boyfriend for gifting it to me for Christmas. I am so excited to give you guys like higher quality videos as my channel grows, but I just wanted to catch up with you guys a little bit. It's been kind of chaotic and I haven't had too many ideas for my YouTube channel, so I would also appreciate it if you guys would let me know what kind of things you want me to cover, because I feel like sometimes my videos get like a little bit repetitive, but I missed you guys so much. I missed filming and all of that, and yeah, I'm just so excited to see how this video turns out with my beautiful Blue Yeti microphone that I got. I'm so grateful, and I'm so excited to see how it all turns out together and if I'm using it correctly, and hopefully this doesn't sound like crap. But yeah guys, but I think that's all I needed to catch up with you guys about, I believe. I don't know if there's anything else I wanted to talk to you guys about, but anyway, I missed you guys. Please make sure that you are sending in some more scary stories for me to be able to do another video like this one. I gotta turn down the... And yeah, but that's what I'm going to be doing for today's video. I am going to be reading some scary stories that were submitted to me by my subscribers, so by you guys. Thank you so much to the few of you that were able to send in some stories for today's video. So let me go ahead and pull up my email, because you guys know I'm never prepared with my email open. And apparently my microphone doesn't like when I put the phone too close to it. Been making a weird noise. Okay, so the first story I had submitted to me is by Judith Valencia, and she immediately sent this to me when I was requesting more stories to be sent to me. So thank you so much, girl. I really appreciate it for you giving me some content to make. But let's go ahead and read today's first story. Let me see where I could put my phone without my microphone freaking out. Okay. So it says, "Hey girl, this paranormal experience happened to my nieces. A little bit about them. My younger niece, Maritza, she was born with a cleft palate, and because of that, she had surgery at 12 months old to close off the hole she had in the roof of her mouth. Well, because of this condition, she couldn't talk for the longest time. She had to learn sign language until she could eventually start saying some words. Well, this particular time, Maritza was 7 years old, and she slept with her older sister Anna, who's 9, in the bottom bunk. Maritza used to sleep on the top bunk, but she would sometimes sleepwalk on the top, and she would almost every night cry in the middle of the night, and that would spook Anna. So for Maritza's safety, and so Anna wouldn't be scared, my sister had them sleep in the bottom bunk together. Anna explained to us that it sounded like Maritza wanted to cry, and she would mumble things, but she couldn't make out what she would be saying. Well, that night, she heard her sister making those sounds, so she turned herself around to hug her to comfort her. Well, when she turned, she said that she saw an old man kneeling in between them, just looking at them. She explained that the room was dark, but the street light gave in just enough light to see in the room. She said that it was a dark figure, darker than the room, but she could still see the detail on his face and shirt. That he looked sad. He had a plaited shirt on, notification, a belt with a big buckle, and his hand over the other hand. She immediately let out a scream because she said that she thought it was a real person trying to get them. When she let out that horrible scream, my sister jumped out of bed and turned on the light. My niece's room was right across from my sister's room, and they would both always leave the door open. Anna said that as soon as the light was on, the figure literally dived in between them. I know that it sounds crazy, but we had no reason not to believe her. In that house, that's actually our parents' house. They've had this house for 18 years and it's over 100 years old. We had scary things happen in our other houses before this one too. This house is a pretty big house and it comes with a guest house as well. My sisters and I have all experienced many things in that house when we were younger. My parents even got a priest to come to the house to bless it. It was a few months of peace and quiet. Nothing would happen, but things happen here and there still till this day. Just in case you're wondering, my sister and her family live on the top portion of the house, and my dad and mom live in the bottom part. We're a very close-knit family, and a traditional family that like to live together. I love your videos, especially the paranormal story time. I'm not one to send any type of comment, only to your channel. And as soon as I saw you needed stories, I had to send you one. Thank you so much, Judith. I appreciate it so much. Thank you again. Let me make sure I'm recording still. Okay, I'm still trying to get used to this whole mic situation, and I'm also trying to talk in a more low level because I'm so used to having to yell at my camera for it to be able to pick up what I'm saying. But anyway, thank you, Judith. I'm gonna go ahead and move on to story number 2 from another submitter. Okay, so this one is submitted to me by my girl Cindy. Shout out to Cindy. She is always commenting on my videos. She's been a real MVP or VIP. I don't know what you want to call it, but she's been around in my channel for a very long time, like when I first started doing like BTS videos and all of that. Anyway, thank you so much, Cindy. You're the best. I love you. Okay, let's go ahead and get into her story. It says, this one is called Creepy Headlights at Night. I think I'm going to push my microphone a little bit back because I don't know if that was working out real good. Okay, I think that's good right there. It says, hi Brenda, hopefully this story makes it to your channel. It's a bit short but spooky nonetheless. This happened almost 2 years ago. Me and my boyfriend were driving back home after date night, and I was the one driving. I believe it was around 11 or 12 at night. I was driving on the back road, which I drive through all the time. I have never driven on this road at night, so this was a first for me, but I thought nothing of it. About halfway, I noticed a pair of headlights behind me. They were quite far, but I could still see lights, so I thought it was just another car coming behind me. After a while, I start to look back and I noticed that they aren't getting closer. I thought that it was really strange. Usually, no matter how far back a car is, they eventually get closer behind, especially since I was the only one on the road. The lights stayed where they were for several more miles, and then I noticed something else. I couldn't see any type of outline of the car. It was just a pair of headlights. I was starting to get kind of creeped out, but stayed calm. Finally, I got to a stop sign and looked behind me, and to my surprise, there was nothing. The lights were gone. There was no car behind me. It was just me and my boyfriend on that road. I was so scared. As soon as it was safe, I booked it home. To this day, I have no idea what it was. I don't know if it was a car and maybe they stopped on the side of the road, so I couldn't see it anymore, or if it was something spooky. From that day on, I don't drive down that road at night anymore. Thank you for reading my story. Love you, girly. Thank you, Cindy. That was so good. That was super creepy. I don't even know. I always feel like aliens when it comes to that stuff because you guys know I did all of those haunted highways ones. Haunted highway. Oh yeah, highways. One anyway. And I immediately was like, aliens or an apparition or something like that. It's spooky. But okay, now let's go ahead and get into the third story. Alright, and then this third story, literally guys, I have not gotten that many submissions at all. That's why I've been like begging for them on YouTube. I'm like, please ask your your grandma, your grandpa, your mom, your dad, anybody who has scary stories from wherever, please send them in to me because I want to make more of these videos. I think you guys really like it, but if I don't have stories, then I can't make them, you know? But okay, our third story today is submitted by my girl Judith Valencia again. So she sent in 2 different emails to me. So shout out to you, girl. Thank you so much. You're a lifesaver. She says, Hola belleza, here's another paranormal story. I feel like I'm all over the place and out of order on these stories. I know I mentioned on my last story that we've had many things happen when my sisters and I were young. The first real scary thing I could remember for myself, I was 11 years old. My other sister was 10 and my little sister was 8. My oldest sister was 17 and my brother was 15. Damn girl, you got a lot of siblings. I do too. This house, we called it La Casa Verde because it was the only moss green house on that road, with a long path that would lead to the house. It was difficult to see from the road because of its color and hardly any light, with all the streetlights being spread apart just like the neighboring houses, making it that much more creepier. We were the very first family to live there. At that time, my brother was a bit of a rebel and would hang out with the wrong group of friends. One day, my mom was cleaning his room and she found a Ouija board. My mom lo regañó, she got him in trouble, and reminded him about 2 years ago when he had said that he didn't want to do his first communion, and that night on the 2nd floor of our house, a different home, he heard tapping from his window, loud enough to wake him up. And he said he had seen a goat's head and it was sticking its tongue out and tapping the window with its hoof. He ran to my mom's room and my mom told him it was the devil, so he apologized and told her that he wanted to do his communion. Well, she told him if he kept playing, the devil was going to appear to him again. Well, anyway, I don't know if he did keep playing it at that house, but every night we would hear the kitchen cabinets closing shut. We had 2 small dogs at that time, and they would always growl at the rooms, and their hair would stand on end. I remember my 3 sisters and myself would share the same room. We had 2 beds in that room. When the nighttime would come, we would always run to get to the side of the wall to feel a bit safe. One night, my sister beat me to the side of the wall, so I put our small dog to sleep with me to not feel like I was at the edge of the bed. Girl, me and my sister would do that all the time. She always wanted to sleep on the side with the wall so she would have nothing behind her. I always had to just sleep on the other side. I remember my sisters were already asleep and my dog began to growl, so I woke up to tell her to be quiet. That's when I saw a black mass come out of under my bed and coming up towards me. I remember instantly I wanted to wake up my sister, but I couldn't speak. I couldn't move, so I closed my eyes. I then remembered my older sister had told us, whenever we felt scared to say, quote, Jesus, Maria y Jose, and that's exactly what I did. I kept repeating over and over again in my head until I felt that heaviness lift up off of me. A different time, my sister, that's a year younger than me, had beat me once again and got the side of the wall. She had been awoken from a feeling of being watched. She said that she saw a lady in a white sleeping gown sitting at the edge of the bed looking at me. She said she had a blue glow to her, and that she looked sad. Corpse bride vibes for sure. My sister said that all she could do was scrunch up her legs and close her eyes tight. She didn't say anything to me at that moment because she didn't want the ghost lady to look at her. We would keep hearing things. The radio would turn on its own. The blankets would be pulled off of my uncle when he would be sleeping, and my older sister would hear kids laughing around our house. Remember, we had neighbors that lived far from us. My dad, grandmother, and my sisters witnessed the front door open on its own. My grandma had seen a black cat inside the house. She followed it to take it out since we didn't have cats, but she never found that cat. My brother would hear growling from big dogs from inside the house. Another time, when I was 12, I had gone to the bathroom to take a shower, and I noticed a weird feeling of heaviness in the room. And I heard a noise, so I looked down to where the noise was coming from, and I saw the toilet paper unrolling by itself super fast. I wrapped myself with a towel and went to tell my older sister. Many other small but scary things happened here and there. Well, this was a super long story, but I hope you enjoyed it. If I remember any particular scary situation from this house, I'll send them your way, girl. Thank you so much, Judith. Those were really, really good stories, and they really invoke the feeling of when you're a little child and you're like scared, and the only thing that you can do, let me move my phone over here. The only thing that you can do is just like sit there and try to comfort yourself. I used to do that all the time, where I would like scrunch my legs up and like hide under the covers, because I was like, I don't know what that was, but I'm scared, you know. But that was a really good story. Sorry that you had to go through all of that scary paranormal stuff. I can't even like imagine. Like, no, thank you, ma'am. But those were really, really scary. Thank you so much, Judith, again, for sending both of those stories to me so I could read to my subscribers today. I really do hope that you guys enjoyed those. That is going to be my last one, because as I said, I don't have very many submissions yet. So if you guys want to send in some scary stories, make sure that you send them in to beyondbellezaparanormal@gmail.com. That is the only place that I look at scary stories for, and it is the easiest place to submit them to. But yeah, guys, that is going to be it for today's video. I really, really hope that you liked it, and I am glad to be back with a new video. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. Now, before I do end today's video, the comment shout out goes to this person right here. Thank you so much for leaving a nice comment. As always, I really do appreciate it, and it really makes my day. And before I go, just want to let you guys know about my vlog channel. I never really promoted or anything, but lately I've been really enjoying like editing the vlogs and stuff, and I have 2 more that are coming from my last trip to Florida in October. So make sure that you guys check out my vlog channel as well. It is going to be in the end titles and in the description. I would really, really appreciate it. And now, with all of that being said, hopefully I will see you in my next one. Don't forget to stay safe and be kind. Bye bye.